Greetings! Today we're going to do some kick drum design on a hardware workstation synthesizer, or at least a hardware ROM synthesizer, like in this case the Yamaha S90 ES. This works one-to-one on the Yamaha Motif series as well, and you should be able to do it in a similar way on the Roland Fantoms series or the Korg Kronos, whatever stuff. So basically what I have here is a template with an empty kick sound. It's based on a normal voice template with the difference that the pitch is the same on every key I press. And yes, we're working in the voice mode here, so we have 4 layers in this case that we can use to design the kick drum. I'm planning to create a typical uplifting trance kick drum with a nice low end and especially a powerful belly or body, or whatever you want to call it. And that's actually the thing I want to start with. So we are looking for a sample that we can use to modify for the belly. So we are right now in the acoustic kick drums. We're going over to the electronic kick drums. These are the typical 909 stuff, which is not what I'm going to use right now. I have to admit I planned this a little bit in before. We need a kick drum that has already something like that, just without the distortion, which is already a big body like this. Typical, I'd say electronica kick drum. And this is a good bass. The first thing I'm going to do is we need a really crisp attack, and we do this by using or adding a pitch curve to this sample. It sounds even more like it's starting to get pretty Robot Mileage. Anyway. By this, we have taken away a lot of the upper belly, I'd say, and just made it to a click, which is already a really nice attack. Next thing we're going to do, I'm going to pitch this up a bit, like this. And then we just need to cut the low end. And I'm going to do this by simply shortening the sample. The good thing with workstations like these is that you've got 2 decay values, so I can make a straight one that hardly cuts off the sample, and then I make a little fade out to avoid clicking. Should work pretty well right now. We just leave it there, like this. We might modify it later according to what the bottom end will sound like. And this is what we're going to do now. So we turn first layer off, silence, and now we go to the second layer. Element 2, turn this on. And now we're looking for a kick drum with a nice low end. And here's something I like to do when creating kick drums. I like to take a kick that's more like noisy, like this, for example, and I'm going to use the filter resonance to make a basic tone. Something like that. Here I'm going to add a little pitch curve to to catch the belly. Something like that might work. And now add some. We don't want the very first attack here. want to leave this to the belly. Let's see how these two sound together. Now we do need some first fine-tuning. I think I'm going to make this a bit longer. Yes, and I'm going to increase the take time here. Now we can play a bit with the levels, but I think this is already something I can live with. And now that we have a good belly, we need some additional attack. And this is where I actually like to use acoustic kick drums. So we take like this. First thing, boost the highs. Boost the highs like there's no tomorrow. Second thing, add a high pass filter. Like this. And number 3, again, a very short pitch curve. Like this. And also here, make a cut somewhere. Let's see how this fits together. You get the idea where this is going. Now let's find some nice sound here. This might work, but it's a bit too aggressive for me. This is going where I want it. Let's see if I can find something like this here. Yes. Maybe with another tune. This might work. Okay. So I might need to do some fine-tuning once I'm on headphones. Next thing we're going to do is, of course, compressor. Not like that. Now there's no real rule how to compress kick drums like that. You can either use a high ratio and a not so low threshold to just cut the peaks. Or you lower the ratio and compress more out of this kick. I think I'm going to leave it that way. Just add some velocity response. Nope, that's wrong. On all 3 layers. And let's save it like to here. I named this later. So now we just gotta see how well this works within, like, say, a bass line like this. This is another kick I did. So let's see how the new kick works here. I have to... To be honest, I can live with that. This sounds pretty decent, I think. Okay, thanks for watching. If you like this video, subscribe and give a thumbs up or something like that. Great.